Our top story tonight, Savannah's biggest celebration is just days away, St. Patrick's Day. Thousands of visitors are expected to flood the streets of the hostess city, and local restaurants and businesses are already getting ready for the rush. WSAV's Isabella Baez joins us live from River Street after speaking with business owners about how they are preparing for the holiday. Isabella?
Good evening, Nakaya. That's right. If you were to be walking around River Street right now, you would see countless St. Patrick's Day decorations and Irish flags outside of different restaurants and businesses. But inside, they're busy preparing for the big rush.
It's all hands on deck.
Lee Tremmel, food and beverage director of Broken Keel and Bootleggers, says they have been preparing for St. Patrick's Day for the past few months, bringing in extra staff to help with the crowds and even adding extra security.
We brought in, actually the River Street Inn Hotel has helped us. They're actually providing additional security for us. They're actually bringing in armed guards. They are off-duty police officers that will be here that are going to help protect our guests, our patrons, and staff. We will have lines actually beginning at our steps. We've limited our menu. We want everybody to have a fun time here, but we do want everybody to be safe.
People travel from all over to spend St. Patrick's Day in the hostess city, but Tremmel says something he loves to see is the locals enjoying the city they call home and enjoying a pint of the fan favorite green beer.
Everybody loves the green beers. We actually inject our kegs with a gel dye that goes in there, and so we'll be serving green draft beer from now until after St. Patrick's Day.
Tremmel says they'll also be opening up a grab-and-go spot on Bay Street. So if you're enjoying the parade, you can grab a quick bite to eat and one of those iconic green beers. Reporting live from River Street, I'm Isabella Baez, WSAV News 3 on your side.
A big component of St. Patrick's Day celebrations in the coastal empire and low country is, of course, the weather. Storm Team 3 Chief Meteorologist Scott Roberts joins us now, and Scott, is going to be a cold one Tuesday morning.
Yeah, it certainly is going to be a cold start to our St. Patrick's Day. It will be a chilly afternoon with a bit of cloud cover across the area staying with us. As far as the weekend, though, it is going to be pretty warm. Viper radar will be clear like it is right now, at least through Saturday. There is a disturbance that will be making its way into the southeast over the weekend, and then another system moves in for Monday. But a few showers will become possible for us going into our Sunday. Now, if you're heading out to Tybee Island for the St. Patrick's Day parade, which is in the afternoon, we'll have a mainly sunny sky with temperatures in the 60s, so right by the ocean. Conditions will stay a little bit cooler throughout our Saturday, and then it's on Sunday when we do have some showers and even the chance for a couple of thunderstorms setting up, so you'll want to keep an eye on the sky if you're going to be hitting Hilton Head for the St. Patrick's Day parade as it steps off at 2 o'clock and heads down Pope Avenue. Temperatures will be in the 70s, staying humid, and then Monday we do have the risk of strong and severe storms. That will be a pretty strong cold front moving through with it, so that will bring us much colder air for St. Patrick's Day itself, starting off the day in the 30s, and with cloud cover around, we will just warm into the mid-50s for highs at best, and then by Wednesday, we're going to be talking about the possibility of freezing low temperatures, but it does get warmer as we head towards spring. Well, the full forecast details coming up.
Thank you, Scott. And new tonight, the New York City St. Patrick's Day Parade is the oldest and largest St. Patrick's Day parade in the world, drawing nearly 2 million people each year. This year marks its 265th parade, and Effingham County High School's band, Rebel Regiment, will have the honor of opening this year's parade. They'll leave for New York this Sunday, and I stopped by the band room as they prepare for the trip of a lifetime.
I'm watching from up here. All right, here we go. Set.
We were looking for an opportunity for the kids to perform in a place or a venue they had never performed. Most of my kids have never been in New York City, so take them to experience new things in life and places they may never go again. And this performance opportunity opened up. We applied and sent in a resume and videos. Not only did they accept us into the parade, but they also named us the honor band. And we are the escort for the Grand Marshal at the beginning of the parade. So, very cool honor for the kids.
It's a little nerve-wracking, but I'm glad that our band is getting this opportunity to be seen by this many people. They do a lot of hard work all the time.
I remember when I was in high school and we performed in a big parade, and I still have memories from that. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I think they'll retain that for the rest of their lives. Not only the experience in the city, but the friendships they make.
I think our band has a family environment that a lot of places don't get to have, and I think that really does impact the way that we march and the way that we perform with each other, because we all have a mutual trust with each other that we know we're going to get done what we need to get done.
Their work ethic, that no matter what we throw at them, they try hard and are resilient, and they put everything they can forward for their teammates and their community to just represent everyone as best they can.
And we have everything you need to know about St. Patrick's Day, like how you can get a shuttle into town or other events happening this weekend at WSAV.com/St. Pat's. Some new developments to tell you about now. A soldier accused of opening fire at Fort Stewart is now planning to plead guilty to multiple violent charges. Sergeant Cornelius Radford is changing his plea in the case to guilty on 2 counts of attempted premeditated murder, 1 count of domestic violence, 1 count of aggravated assault with a dangerous weapon, and 2 counts of aggravated assault causing serious bodily injury. The charges stem from a shooting at Fort Stewart last August that left multiple people injured. Radford has also changed his trial request, asking for his case to be decided by a military judge alone instead of a panel of enlisted members. A hearing to determine whether the judge will accept Radford's guilty plea is scheduled for March 31st and April 1st at the courtroom on Fort Stewart. Radford is entering the plea without a negotiated deal with prosecutors, and if the plea is accepted, he could face a potential life sentence. New details tonight about the deadly shooting at Old Dominion University in Norfolk. We've now learned the victim has strong ties to our area. The man killed has been identified as Brandon Shaw, an Army Lieutenant Colonel and ROTC instructor at the university, who had previously served as the director of the 3rd Combat Aviation Brigade at Hunter Army Airfield. And he also earned his Master's of Business Administration from University of Georgia in 2018. The Army aviator deployed multiple times to Iraq and Afghanistan and was awarded 2 Bronze Stars. Investigators say 36-year-old Mohammed Jalla opened fire inside an ROTC classroom just before 11 a.m., killing Shaw and injuring 2 other U.S. Army personnel. Authorities say he was subdued by other students and died in the process. The FBI is now investigating the case as an act of terrorism. He's been at the top of law enforcement in Beaufort County for nearly 28 years, and now, in a story you'll only see here on WSAV, Sheriff P.J. Tanner says he's ready to step away.
But if I do 4 more years, then at the end of that term, I'll be 71. At some point, enough's enough. You have to walk away.
Sheriff Tanner sat down exclusively with WSAV today to talk about his career and why he's decided the time is right. Tanner started as a deputy in 1981 before winning the sheriff's race in 1998. During his tenure, Tanner oversaw major changes, including a new salary structure and technology upgrades. Tanner admits not everyone agreed with his style, but he believes his work speaks for itself.
I enjoy getting up and coming to work every day like I did 46 years ago. That hasn't changed. The challenges have changed, but the desire to do the job hasn't. But at some point, I need to make the decision when I walk away. I've seen sheriffs in South Carolina that I've been friends with for a long, long time that stayed too long and died in office and never had a chance, to be retired. They never wanted to retire. That's not me.
Tanner made his decision just 3 days before the filing period for the election cycle opened. Tanner plans to endorse a successor, but will wait until all candidates have officially filed.